Hello all. I'll be talking about online education in India today for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm Professor Neil Harwani. I teach at various business schools. Why I've taken this as the first topic to discuss compared to many other topics in education for technology and management is that this is a very relevant topic in today's times in terms of the crisis that we are facing around coronavirus. And many of the students who join um, various employments and jobs, they are also looking for some guidance as to how do they continue their education in terms of online, offline, part time, and such modes. So, one of the modes that has become very popular in the recent few years, especially the last 5 to 8 years, 5 to 7 years, has been online education. And I'm going to talk about it for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Um, this recording will be available on YouTube. I'll be keeping it there. And post that any questions that you have, you can reach out to me at neil@techandtrain.com. So let's start and see our agenda. As I had mentioned, um, I've divided the agenda and our talk of this online education discussion into three areas. One of them is obviously first what goals you are setting, what is it that you want to achieve through your online education, and so on. Various options that are available in India, again, in terms of various international courses, certification courses, um, UGC, DEB related courses, and so on. So I'll spend some time on both of these topics and then I'll give you some helpful pointers which many of the times students overlook or don't pay attention to. And another thing, there are many misconceptions in the market around what is a valid online education, why we should be doing it, how does it help me, will it further my goal of getting a job, or will it be helpful in me starting some sort of a startup or a business and such things. So let's first discuss our goals. Now, in terms of goals, what we need to remember is not everyone has the same goals in terms of online education. Somebody could have an academic bent of mind and they want to uh, uh, focus on the academic content and the academic degrees and other purposes of online education. Some may be more from the industry perspective in terms of getting a certification, uh, 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 something that is going to further their job role, something that will get them the next promotion, and so on. Some have a mixed interest in terms of both the academics and the industry. Academic side, people may also be interested that along with their job, they want to move towards their PhD, for which they want an online degree. In industry, it could be that somebody is in management and wants to learn software, or somebody is in software or technology and wants to learn about management, or vice versa, somebody wants to learn mathematics. Some other people are completely interested in the continuous learning part of it in terms of lifelong learning and so on. So varied people have varied goals. As I said, my observations has have been once people join a job role in terms of joining the industry, they are more focused on continuous learning and skills upgradation. Um, Whereas people who want to move towards academics and a PhD, they have that academic bent of mind in terms of doing a degree, right? So this is very important because if you don't know your goals and what are your aims in terms of what do you want, whether you want a degree certificate, whether you want a certificate that is not accredited but which is going to help you in your future. So that's where all these things matter and you need to set your goals. Now let's look at some of the options. The most popular options these days, the popular options these days are Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, DataCamp, Udemy, edX, Upgrad, Simply Learn, Edureka, and such. Now, out of these, if you want to classify as to What are these options? Mainly LinkedIn Learning data. LinkedIn Learning per se focuses more on technology and management, whereas DataCamp, Udemy, and edX, they focus a lot on computer science and similar areas. Coursera is much more wider in terms of the courses that they offer, and they have courses across sciences, arts, design, computer science, engineering, and so on. Simply Learn and Edureka again focus on um, the technology part of it mainly. Now, what we need to realize is, why did I bring up the goals? Because if your goals are to get a degree, then some of these may not be helpful. But if your goal is to um, further your job in terms of, you know, a promotion or something else, or you want to acquire some skills, then these certification courses will be very helpful, right? By the way, not many people go and actively see this or track it, but Coursera and edX do offer, in partnership with many international universities, or let's say universities in US and Europe, etc. They offer many degrees. I've posted the links of this here, and I'll also show you a website. I'll also show you the website related to it. Whereas LinkedIn Learning offers, learning type of certifications which are not really, approved by any government or other authority. Upgrad also has many partnerships with various universities like BITS Pilani and so on, from where they are offering many of their certificates and courses. As far as I remember, many other institutes as well have such certifications, etc. Now, coming back to our goals, right? So, if you have a academic bent of mind and you want to move towards your PhD and such things, then the certification courses and international courses may not help you, which we need to realize, because UGC and AICTE in India, which is the University Grants Commission and All India Council of Technical Education, have very strict directions in terms of which degrees are valid for your PhD or a fellow program in management or something similar. In that case, I would always suggest you should first go to this website, which I have listed here, which is ugc.ac.in/TEB, which is the Distance Education Bureau, and check out which are the approved online distance education courses, whether it is online or whether it is normal distance education. Both these things you should very clearly check, and based on that, only join the courses. Now, I myself am also associated with the technology industry. I would never discourage you to go and get degrees or certifications from Coursera or LinkedIn Learning or edX or Upgrad in that, for that matter. But I would definitely tell you that based on your goals, which I have shown you on this slide, you should map what degrees and certifications you are doing. Uh, if you really want to pursue a PhD post your degree and that is going to be your qualifying degree, I would suggest picking up a course which is AICTE or UGC approved and is equivalent to a degree or something similar, right? Um, the degrees that the foreign universities are offering online through Coursera and edX, they are very well, most of the times, uh, uh, accredited in their own countries, and accepted in most of the countries worldwide, but they may or may not be acceptable to many of the universities in India for PhD. So that's just a caveat which I wanted to bring up for young professionals and students in terms of selection of their certification and degree, because I have time and again observed people making this mistake and struggling with future options. So I'll just quickly repeat: set your goals, know what your goals are, and based on those goals, select a certification or a degree from an international university or from an Indian university or platform, right? By the way, if you do an international degree, as far as I understand from Coursera and edX, and if it is accredited well in their own country, you can definitely go there and pursue a PhD or a fellow program or a equivalent degree. So those are some pointers that I always want to bring up for students and young professionals so that they know this. Now, some of the helpful links. So, in terms of where you can get information about this, I have posted one link of a website that I maintain where I have kept many of the educational links related to education, certifications, etc. If you want to if you want to email me some of your questions, you have queries, etc., you can obviously go to a URL called as qna.in and send out questions to me. They come down to my email and I'll reply to you. So before I move on to showing you these websites for online education, I would also like to tell you that I've clearly written in the pointer on this slide that please do a good due diligence of the accreditation of the courses that you are doing in India or the home country of the university. Check out the modalities in terms of the degree granting requirements, the exams, assignments, whether travel is required or not for these degrees or certificates. Also, for equivalence, you may write to AIU, which is a Association of Indian Universities. I have not put the link here, but it's another place where you should write to get an understanding of any degree when you are confused in terms of whether you should pursue or not. Now, I'll be sharing my uh, browser in a minute. Just give me a second. Okay. So I hope now you are able to see my browser. So if you see here, this is MET University online website. So it's metonline.com. They recently, in the last 6 months, got an approval from UGC Distance Education Board. You can check it on ugc.ac.in/DEB. They have approval to run online degrees in India, completely online, proctored exams. So they are running degrees in arts and humanities, commerce, finance, information technology. They are even running BCA and MCA management. So they have various postgraduate diploma courses, MBA, BBA. They have courses around media and journalism and few courses around travel and tourism. So all of these courses, if you check them out well on the UGC website, which I have again listed here, you'll be able to see whether they are approved or not. You can go to the recognition information and click on these links and you'll get all the latest approvals which are there. If you look at uh, the online education approvals, you will see here that MET University Noida is listed and all the courses that I was showing you are listed here in terms of approvals. Similarly, this is a Distance Education Bureau notice where you can see the various courses that are approved across India, right? These are the courses which Coursera runs in partnership with many universities. So as you see, they have courses from Penn Engineering, University of Colorado, University of London, etc. Many of these universities are offering their bachelor's and master's degrees in terms of computer science, arts and sciences, innovation and entrepreneurship, etc. Here. Various public health, data science degrees, etc., are also offered on Coursera. But as I had brought it out in my presentation, please check their accreditation before joining and check their validity in India. If your ultimate aim is to go and do a degree from US or Europe, I think then you don't need to check the acceptance in India because most of these universities honor the accredited degrees for their PhDs. As you see on edX, they are offering degrees from various universities that are listed here, and these are some of the degrees that they offer with their pricing. So University of Texas at Austin, even Purdue, etc., are offering their online full master's degrees on these websites and these platforms, which you can attend and gain a lot of education through, right? I'll go back to my presentation in a minute. Yes, so I hope you are able to see my screen. So that's what I wanted to bring out in this 15-20 minute discussion, because I have observed many times that students get confused as to what is a agreeable or a non-agreeable way of doing things in distance education. I'll also show you the links website which I have, where I have various links that I have put. So this is that website where you will get links of various online forums for education in terms of NPTEL, which is maintained by IITs and IISc in terms of National Program for Technology Enabled Learning, MIT OCW, Coursera, Udemy, Udacity, edX, Khan Academy, Deep Learning, Swayam, IGNU, various Wikipedia books, and so on. So you will get a lot of links here in terms of where you should be doing your various courses from. Also, the various certification courses offered by many of the platforms currently in India, like Jigsaw, Grad, and so on, and a list of universities. Also, the link for DEB, which is Distance Education Board, is also given here. So you can get a good idea in terms of what are the degrees that are acceptable and what are the degrees that are not acceptable, or mapped to your goals, as I was always discussing. So that's the short discussion meeting or a webinar, as I'm saying, for all of you. You can always connect with me on LinkedIn, and email me if you want at neil@techandtrain.com, or you can visit my various URLs, websites, and get information from there. So I would welcome you to interact with me on LinkedIn or email. And that's it for today. Thank you. See you next Sunday.